Were you born, Herb?
1492.
1492. Thank God that's where all the songs are from.
No, 42.
In 1942 was the swing era.
Oh well, we got looking away.
And there were some great tunes written that year, and I thought I would just do a little medley of some of those famous songs before we continue to celebrate for the rest of Herb's birthday. So let's start with Stardust.
I remember that.
70 years ago. Oh my God, that's not Stardust.
I remember the name, but
70 years ago on a Sunday morn, Evelyn said to Roy,
Patti, you still need my help? Yes, I do, young lady. Could you please go get pictures?
oh, I got time to make myself
You want me to go get pictures?
No, you don't. No, you sit down.
I have to go here.
No, you can't. Somebody can get him one.
Oh, get him a big one. Make it a double.
Manhattan, Mount Royal Light, Manhattan. Mount Royal Light, Manhattan on the rocks, I'm sure.
There you go.
So we were saying, 70 years ago.
I thought we had a
This is birthday.
Oh, look at your hand. It says Mary.
That is that funny.
You can fix that. When you get a cocktail, let's put your little stirrer in.
You're getting the picture, right?
Mary. Excellent.
Can you do me a
Why is it so dark?
Do you have the flash?
okay, where was I?
I'm gonna stand by you, Patti. Wait, Renee, come over here.
I got a.
That's all right.
70 years ago on a Sunday morn, Evelyn said to Roy, here she comes. Pushing for just 4 hours, a baby boy was born, naming him Mary, simply couldn't be done. Go, Renee.
Bob.
This little fella with a sturdy thud, over 10 pounds for Evelyn was beat.
I don't know.
Though she and husband Roy already had a boy, soon they found Mary Bob, he was so sweet. And thus begins the life of our birthday boy. Sit, relax, settle in, and someone fill his glass. Robert, Herb, Bob, Winter, your dear wife, your friends and kinder, gave me all the dirt to roast your ass. Okay, now, Renee, if you could take that bag over there. We've got balloons that say Bob, and we've got balloons that say Herb. If you were there during one of these stories, you lift that balloon and you show us what you call Bob or Herb. And here we go. You ready, Bob, Herb?
Sure.
Okay, Herb, Bob.
Must be.
Everybody sit back. It's only 12 pages long. Two boys, 2 years apart. Tom, the big brother, was stuck with the other. Two boys to be friends through the years. He'd walk to St. Paul's School with Tom every day. Robert, Herbert, Bob, Herb, Winter. Got your balloons? school together, to Mom Tom would say, Robert, Herbert, Bob, Herb Winter is lost once again. He can be far behind. He's playing with mud in each puddle he finds. Then home drenched in swill, in a great state of mind, was Robert, Herbert, Bob, Herb Winter. To build war games, weapons, to Grandma's basement he's had with his friends. Robert, Herbert, Bob, Herb Winter. To build war game weapons, to fight to the end, was Robert, Herbert, Bob, Herb Winter. Grandma Yandres would scream when a boom she would hear. Another explosive went off, it was clear. The boys building bombs went on year after year. With Robert, Herbert, Bob, Herb Winter. In junior high, Mom and Dad's drinks became stiff due to Robert, Herbert, Bob, Herb Winter. Their son introduced them to his new friend Cliff. Robert, Herbert, and Clifford. It seemed that the future had taken a turn. Two good little boys that would never return. And still to this day you would think they would have learned. Robert, Herbert, and Clifford. Page 3.
Where's Clifford?
It soon became apparent that confinement wouldn't work. Hop contracted mono, out his window Cliff would lurk. Bob jumped out and off they ran, fishing they would go. Mother hounded, Bob, you're grounded, a phrase he got to know.
I know somebody else got to know that.
Of course, there were already the two Bobs from grammar school. By 7th grade, Bob Seabird found a girl he thought was cool. So Bob and Barb, three musketeers through maturation. After drinking, their parents met while at the police station. Thus begins the love affair with Bob and alcohol. It seemed to be a theme in many stories to recall. It started back in high school and continues to this day. A tool meant only to enhance his healthy need to play. Bob and Tom invited friends to come to a soiree. Okay, so it was Grandma's house, the Yadras far away. Bob feeling quite the grown-up, a full glass of scotch he chug. And to still this booze he will not choose, since he blacked out on the rug. His football days in high school didn't last for very long. He and Cliff were smoking cigs while strutting right along. Coach Uncle Rowley Winter busted them, they quit the team. Out of sorts, played no more sports, then cars became the thing. How you doing, Herb Bob?
Is this working?
I'm doing wonderful, but I wonder where you found all this stuff.
I forgot my sign that said I'm just the messenger. Bob's first car was a 1950 Oldsmobile. Go body, super body. Soon as Dad bought a Chevy and Bob had brand new wheels, new hobby. Uh-oh, Bobby. What really made it great to pump up new V8. Super cool grease monkey, though his talents they were funky. Bob's frightening. August, winter, and sons had the perfect shop with all they need. Go Bobby, soup it up Bobby. His brand new car wasn't good enough, it needed speed. New hobby, uh-oh Bobby. Disassembled every part until it wouldn't start. Now mechanics tried to fix it, telling Grandpa just to nix it. Bob's frightening. The August winter's workers drove pickups purchased for the shop. Stop, Bobby, leave them there, Bobby. The boys snuck in at night and in the shabby as they would hide. Don't do it, cause Grandpa knew it. Tried racing them in town, on the streets they barreled down. They had their macho panties on. They had the trucks back by dawn. Bob's frightening. There was a girl in high school, red-headed and petite. Bob knew she was the one for him. He knew the two should meet. His look back then, now hard to grasp, with leather coat, a greaser all the way, with leather coat, a ducktail and a smoke, and still she said, okay. Bob and Sandy, now we're dating. Sandy's parents were irating, thought he was the hoodie type. Sandy too found him frustrating. The night of prom, all primped and dressed, Sandy watched the clock, while Bob and Cliff sat at the bar located down the block. Her father sent her to her room, for Herbert was way too late. Her mom convinced Dad to give in. You're such a classy date. Bob and Sandy, they got married o'er the threshold. She was carried, his little red head now for life. The winters were husband and wife. November 2nd, 63. Wait, November 2nd, 63. The honeymoon in St. Louis. Bob assured his bride that Gaslight Square was just the place to be. He heard it was like Bourbon Street in that territory. It didn't matter as the light of day they didn't see. Sorry kids, it's why you're here. That's life, right, Sandra? Yes. Just married, Bob and friends became obsessed with their stock car. It made for lots of fun, although they never were the star. It was time-consuming, still Bob's duties as a man remained the top priority. And Julianne! Oh, he was first? I have all the grandkids' names right. In about 10 minutes. Oh, God. Well, just muddle through this next verse. They had their baby girl and needed one more little tyke. In addition to Mike, he was already there. And just a few years earlier came their little baby Mike. Did you see how I did that? A family full of redheads except Dad, the sole brunette. Now how lucky could one gearhead plumber get? Alright, we're complete now. The Winter family is complete. Mike, Julie, Sandy, and Bob. I switched that around too. Growing up would be a feat. Fatherhood was now his job. Ask your mother, he would say, to each question every day. He would give her full carte blanche and stay way out of the way. He'd agree that if she said so, then it surely is okay. Bob and the kids wouldn't disobey. Child sitting, he'd explore. When his wife went out the door, they'd begin to play the sleep game, and in no time Bob would snore. He'd cook beanies in the microwave and beans warmed in a pan. A gourmet he was not, more like every single man. Julie broke her collarbone. Mother wasn't home. Dad arrived in the ER, but he didn't get very far. Nurses asked when she was born, on a lovely sunny morn. While seeing Jules in pain, this papa quickly was forlorn. Sweat pouring from his forehead while the room began to spin. Then, thank God, the wife walked in. He said, I'm the one who earns the dough. This shit makes me wobbly. You're the one who runs the show. She said, yes, dear, stick to your hobbies. Get there. Sorry, Mike. Traveling south in our little Corvette. Winters and Sieverts drove down for fun. Golf and travel in Virginia's sun. Cars following with clubs to swing. The Sieverts didn't get what the leaders had done while traveling south in their little Corvettes. Winners in front, they stopped a man, a friendly black guy who would know the land. They asked him where the courses were. They didn't expect what next occurred while traveling south in their little Corvette. The man jumped into the car's front seat. Sandy scrunched over, sat at his feet. Bob hit the road with their new load. The Sieverts were scared, but they didn't retreat. I'm traveling south in their little Corvettes. So into a golf course they would drive, but that ain't where they would arrive. As folks looked on, the man said, I belong to ride a kid Corvette while I'm still alive. Traveling south in their little Corvettes. Well, it was back in the 80s when they traveled this way. With friends they hit Eagle River, and right here they did stay. They fell in love with it, so they came up more every year and brought the kids to come and play while staying at Chanticleer. And then they purchased some land on Eagle Camp. They would go inside a new travel trailer. Kids were whiny and damp, for every time they arrived the wind would rain and would ensue. And then one visit it was sunny and they knew what to do. The kids said, Dad, it's good, let's join this neighborhood. And so he built a cottage as they said he should. For years they'd get away on catfish, they would stay. An attaboy for fatherhood. How's everybody doing? Does everybody have their Herb and Bob balloons?
Yep.
So the idea is, you know, if you're a Herb person, when you know what I'm talking about, you raise Herb. When you know, if you're a Bob guy, raise Bob. If you're a both Herb and Bob guy, raise them both. Or just hold them up the whole time, whatever you like.
What do you want?
This is gonna have
With lots of new stories I now must disturb this up north life to be. It seems that this Bob has transformed into Herb, and Sandy's still Sandy. So north it is Herb, while down south it is Bob. In Appleton, Bob can't be Herb on the job. While Herb is in Naples, it presents a prob. Herb, Bob, Herbert, Bob Winters. We hear that while in Eagle River he'd walk in outfits unforgiving, thanks Mike, adorning a look perhaps people would talk, but Herb was just Herb living. A black cowboy hat, cowboy boots with black socks, a beer nuts t-shirt as he traveled the blocks, strutting round knowing he was the new guy that rocks. Herb, Herbert, Robert, Bob Winter. Herb is up for fun time boating, fires her up while all are loading. Have a cocktail while he's floating, the captain of the chain.
Watch your drink, honey.
How'd you drink, Herb?
It's good, but I haven't had an opportunity to use my little finger.
Oh. Not to say he's hit the bottle, though he's rough upon the throttle. Passengers he will not coddle, the captain of the chain. First was water skiing, sounds exciting. What are y'all doing over there? I'll wait till you're done.
Grandpa, say something.
Oh, excuse me, I wasn't listening.
Did you not know you're the guest of honor in this rose?
I was worried.
You're wearing a hat that says Bob.
I was more.
Oh, you're on.
On my own, I was ordering.
I suppose that's quite apropos. Ready?
Say hi.
All right, we're on the lakes, guys.
We can't touch.
Not to say he's hit the bottle, though he's rough upon the throttle. Passengers he will not coddle, the captain of the chain. I know I did that when I was just getting back into it.
Go get your season.
Water skiing sounds exciting. Friends the Winters were inviting. Enemies he was inciting, the captain of the chain. Water skiing. First was Cliff, and then was John. All going smoothly, Barb was on. Herb's sensitivity was gone, while Barb was flying airborne. Herb didn't know the gestures waving. Nancy tried to help Barb saving. He was simply misbehaving. All were loudly screaming. And not to say he'd hit the bottle while he bared down on that throttle. Barb replies she did not coddle him. She was too pissed. The captain of the chain. Another day they're both prevailing. Someone offered parasailing. Nancy's objections were failing. They would all pitch in. Nancy went for $40. Bob Herb was laughing like a schmuck. And soon poor Nancy, out of luck, came crashing in the water. And everybody, what do you do with a drunk
I can't top this.
Make her.
3 couples planned a boating trip. Our captain at the helm. Lake Winnebago, they all would go, soon to overwhelm. Bob said, "Oh geez, you won't believe we'll need to find some gas." They yelled for help till midnight. The hours slowly passed. The hours slowly passed. Finally, the copboat came and took the crew ashore with Mutton Jeff. Went to get the cars. The other Bob stayed with the wives. Eventually, they did arrive. Boys were not remiss. The girls were once again pissed at the captain of the chain. Okay.
It's a little stressful. Now we move to a nice part of the show called Herbisms. A Bob Herbism. Bob Herbisms. Soon, cake, Eddie. A Bob Herbism is 1, to speak with little or no filter. To speak with little or no filter. Yeah, and 2, one man, Bob Herb, who doesn't give a shit what other people think. And I invite you to sing this repetitive chorus along with me about Bob Herbisms.
Herbisms. I can't. Oh, I have my glasses here though, on my head.
Bob Herb-isms, there are tons, hard to pick our favorite ones. They are his isms he has done, and holy shit, they're so much fun! Ready, here we go! Phyllis and Bob joined on a cruise. Dinner, it was the time to choose. You may enjoy the portabella. I think I'll just have that little fella. Everybody together! Yeah, hey, ain't it great to be quirky? A starky twist with every thought. Jaws they drop as words they plop. Yeah, hey, ain't it great to be quirky?
Alright, just wait. Great.
While checking in a nice hotel, he asked the front desk where to dwell. He kindly states, "I need a bunk," and her Bob wasn't even drunk. Yeah, hey, ain't it great to be quirky? A starky twist with every thought. Jaws they drop as words go plop. Yeah, hey, ain't it great to be quirky? I know we take a left right here or wait a right. I know we're near. Directions, they are never clear. Just keep on driving and persevere. Yeah, hey, ain't it great to be quirky? A starky twist with every thought. Jaws they drop while words go plop.
Hey, ain't it great to be quirky?
Nice, very nice.
Where's that we're supposed to go? Good Lord.
This came from Tracy. Let's rent that movie with those boys. The one that's with that one that cries. They shoot it out and no one dies. You know that one with all those guys. Yeah, hey, ain't it great to be quirky? A snarky twist with every thought. Draws they drop while words go plop. Yeah, hey, ain't it great to be quirky? This is a very, very important stanza. He loves Fox Channel, yes he do. His politics don't misconstrue. Their TV had to be replaced. Stuck with the shadow of O'Reilly's face. Yeah, hey, ain't it great to be quirky? A snarky twist with every thought. Jaws they drop as words go plop. Yeah, hey, ain't it great to be quirky? In Florida at a Pizza Hut, Sievers and Winters split a gut. Kicked out because Bob was loud and foul. Ate pizza on the curb and how they'd howl. Hey, ain't it great to be quirky? A snarky twist with every thought. Jaws they drop as words go flop. Yeah, hey, ain't it great to be quirky? Good, Herb.
He'll have it
With Lauren and Tim at Wicked Grill, the restaurant thought our boy was shrill. Over and over one song was sung. Give me a little kiss, will ya, hon? Final stanza, yeah, hey, ain't it great to be quirky? Snarky trust with every thought. Jaws they drop as words go plop. Yeah, hey, ain't it great to be quirky? Yeah, hey, it's pop herbisms. Hard to pick our favorite ones. They are his isms he has done, and holy shit, they're so much fun. We're getting there, guys. 2 pages to go. How you doing, Herb? It's great to be quirky. Renee and Tim and Christopher were first to hit the scene. Kimba and then Jenna. Am I right?
Yes.
No more grandkids were foreseen. Then Addison showed up a while later to the team. The winter grandkids who all think that Grandpa is a dream.
Love you, Grandpa.
And since you are the coolest grandpa, they love your boyish way. When fireworks were bought, you picked the big ones to display. To prom in your blue Mustang, Renee felt like a queen. Yes! And Kimba likes your decked out toys. You're really still a teen. Well, it's time I end this wordy roast so all can drink and eat. Remember when I started, your mom thought you were so sweet. Well, Mom knows best before I rest. It's time to make it clear the reason why you're celebrated, why we all are here. Before this is over, we must raise a glass. To Robert, Herbert, Bob, Herb Winter. As promised, I've tried best to roast your cute ass. Robert, Herbert, Bob, Herb Winter. The truth of the matter is you are all heart. You're loved by those people you've touched from the start. Your generous ways, well, it sets you apart. Robert, Herbert, Bob, Herb